What's up, all my farmies? Welcome back to another video from Infinite Empire Farm. My name is David Peltz. Me and my girlfriend Eileen we purchased 9.5 acres in Trinidad, Colorado, and we're developing it into a U-pick farm, a petting zoo, a glamping campsite, boondocking campsites, RV park, Airbnbs. We're going all out. So on this video, it's week 2 on the farm. Unfortunately, I lost a bunch of video, so this one's going to be a little bit shorter, and it goes through basically what I got done on week 2. I am solo this week. Eileen went back to El Paso to go to work for a few weeks. I do get to see her kind of in between because we're going to meet up in Albuquerque. But long story short, come along this video and see what I got done on the second week at the farm. So first things first, I rented a skidsteer and I got this whole area cleared out and leveled or semi-leveled, and as you'll see later in the video, we got our first shipping container delivered. But this is the video that I lost, was me clearing this area. It all looked basically like that, so as you can see, I really put in a lot of work in getting it cleared and leveled. So anyways, that's what I got done before on the video that I lost. But come along with me and I'll show you what else I got done this week, and got a bunch of stuff done with the road and the upper campsite, etc., even though I was battling snow the whole time. So come along, we'll check it all out. You guys can see what I got done. What's up, everybody? What's today? I don't know, 9th or 10th day on the farm. Took a couple days off, like a day and a half. Went up to drop off Eileen at the airport and went to Blackhawk for a night, played some cards. But back on the farm now, and my goal is to burn this massive pile of sticks tonight or over the next 2 nights, because I'm going to get a Bobcat and start to level this whole area that's back behind me with all of that free fill dirt that we got on the previous video. So anyways, that's my goal for tonight. Just got back in town about an hour and a half ago, fed the goats. Time to get to burning. All right, guys, end of day 1 with the Bobcat on this corner. I'd say I kicked ass, especially for being a rookie Bobcat operator. I got it pretty damn level, almost completely cleared, extended the levelness of the land out here with all the excess dirt. Tomorrow I'm gonna come in and kind of clean up this line a lot more and kind of get it pushed back along the property line here and continue working that way. So right now I'm gonna go back and move a bunch of fill dirt and start building that extra campsite up there where the RV is, which is way up there. So get to working on that before it gets dark, I guess. All right, now you can see a little better. This is where I made the road up to the first week. Actually, not the first week, this week when I first got the Bobcat. And I tried to go up that way yesterday, and it's just slippery and slidery, and I can't get anything done. See, as you can see, I'm already slipping and sliding now. Can't even get up this hill. Crank it up. This is where our second campsite is going to be. I got a little bit done on it yesterday as far as this is where it's going to be. I got a little bit done yesterday with leveling, but that's the road I'm trying to work on today. So we'll see how far I get. So our second campsite is going to be right here. And we have a road that I worked on the other day that kind of comes down here, but it dead ends kind of right here. Well, mainly because this tree's in the way. So that's what I'm going to do today, is go get the chainsaw, cut this up, cut that up, try to develop this road a little bit more, because ultimately it ends up coming out down the front side of our property. So yeah, it's actually kind of dry over here, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this turned into a road today. All right, got my second full load. I don't know if you can quite see it, but got that tree out of the road. Started to cut down this dead tree here. It's not really in the way, but it's gonna have to go eventually, and then I pruned off some of that just to kind of clear a nice roadway down this hill. So now I'm going to start grading and see how it goes. All right, well, to give you some perspective, that campsite is kind of on the top of the hill here. So I got this whole side done, but now it's just basically full forest. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. I kind of walked it earlier. I'm hoping I can just cut a path through here and prune some of these trees. This is definitely going to be a multi-week task to get this finished, but we'll see how much further I can get today. It's really slippery in here with the Bobcat too, especially start sliding downhill. Well, the chainsaw died on me, so I guess my road building is done for today. I charge my battery for my chainsaw every night when I run my generator and watch TV and recharge the batteries and all that good stuff. So the next task at hand is to try to get this damn electric fence working. So right now, as you can see, I just have hot wires. These are hot, meaning they're positive wires. Typically in climates that have a lot of moisture, that's good enough. You just ground the box really good. When the animal touches kind of the moist ground and they touch the wire, it zaps them. It shorts, you know, closes the circuit and zaps them. But that's not the case here. Even with the snow, it's still not working. So I found this big old spool. It's actually a half mile of wire, meaning, I don't know, 2,600 feet, something like that. Which should be enough to do a few loops around this whole entire paddock, which, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, the fence goes all the way around this way, comes up this way up to our electric gate here. Also, I made this electric gate to where I can switch these two coils over to that post there and close it off, and they can actually come in here. So anyways, that's the goal today, is to get this wire run and hopefully it'll work. All right, well, unrolling the spool that way wasn't working. This spool weighs probably 20-25 pounds at least. I was sitting there and trying to twist it, didn't work. So I found some weed whacker string. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it this way, see if it works any better. Much better, much better. All right, so what I'm gonna do first is just do this length up to the Energizer and test it. There's no use in doing the whole damn thing if it's not going to work. So that's what I'm going to do now, is string these other two in between. So we're going to go negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. So that way it creates a solid fence basically. So yeah, I'm going to string the other two rows and then test it. Well, as you can see, this day has turned into a muddy mess. This Bobcat does not do good in any kind of mud. I mean, look at my tracks going down my driveway. I'll definitely have to smooth all that out once it dries. I did get a full trailer full right here, you can see it. So I'm going to take that to the dump tomorrow probably. I'm just afraid of getting stuck at the dump too, but anyways, kind of a overall frustrating day. Just I ran that ground wire, still doesn't work on the electric fence. I went over it 2 or 3 times just to make sure nothing's touching. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or if it's, I mean, that Energizer was $300 and the other one was like $270. I can't get either one of them to work. But anyhow, I'm gonna wrap it up here for today. I don't even know what day I'm on anymore. I think we're on day 12 maybe of being here, something like that. So still in our second week for sure. Accomplished a lot, but this weather is definitely frustrating me. Anyways, tomorrow for sure, Wednesday, we're supposed to get the shipping container Monday. It was still way too wet. I just went down to the lower field now actually, and it dried up pretty well. So tomorrow morning, shipping container for sure. So that'll be a big plus. Another big part to clean out all these tools from the RV and start bringing more stuff up here to, you know, and have a place to store it safely. So anyways, good night. I'll see you tomorrow when the shipping container gets here. I'm gonna go work on the website some more and try to be semi-productive at least. Well, I've been locked inside for a few days already, so I decided to start developing our website, and this is what I've come up with so far. We're able to list the workshops that we want to have and our petting zoo, the you pick veggies. We're gonna have a couple different prices for those, basically $20 or $35, and you can pick whatever vegetables you want and fill up your basket. And I have our camping site listed now, some little bit of news and events. This is, you know, kind of hopefully what our glamping tent is going to look like. So yeah, that's basically what I've done for the last couple of days. I did get another driveway dug out on that lower level where the farm is going to go, but that's all I got done yesterday. But anyways, just wanted to show you the website, and I'm actually going to go get in the Bobcat now and go load up a bunch of wood and fill up the trailer. So come along with me as I do that. What an eventful, but not eventful, but eventful morning. So I tried to leave this morning. I used the skid steer / Bobcat to pull my trailer out way down there at the bottom of the property, and I tried to back out, and as you can see, it's just a gushy mess, and the RV came within inches of hitting this T-post. And I'm not joking. I'll put a picture on the screen probably. But yeah, so needless to say, I'm not going anywhere until this slop dries up. I can't even drive the Bobcat in here. Plus, they called me and told me they're picking it up today. I was thinking they weren't getting it till tomorrow. So it's kind of a waste, not a waste, a not the best use of $1,500 to rent that Bobcat for a week when a snowstorm hits. I mean, so frustrating. I think I used it for 2.5 days out of the 7. I don't know if you could hear the beeping in the distance. I actually lent it to my neighbor because might as well let them use it. I can't do anything up here. It's just slop. But essentially, if you rent it for 3 days, it's the same as renting it for a week. So I maybe lost a few $100, but I definitely lost like 3 or 4 days of productivity. Not to mention that, but my boots have gained at least 10 pounds today. But all that being said, I'm going to take the chainsaw up to campsite number 2, the upper campsite, and I'm going to cut a bunch of dead wood that I could burn off starting tonight, and start to clean up that area. So let me show you real quick what it looks like on campsite number 1. Made some good progress. We got our awesome wood pile started. But this is campsite number 1, which eventually the road's going to be super easy to get in here once it's dry. One thing we decided is we're definitely going to have to gravel all of our roads, because God forbid we get a rainstorm and someone's staying here and it just turns into this muddy mess. But I'm going to have to level all of this dirt by hand, unfortunately, because the Bobcat goes away today. But I'll be able to push all that way and really have a nice level area either here for just a regular campsite or our glamping tents. I believe the missus ordered our first glamping tent, so I'm excited for that. That's gonna be next video for sure. But anyways, I'm gonna head up the hill, cut a bunch of dead wood, stack it, get it ready to burn, and try to be productive today amongst all this muddy mess. So up here at campsite number 2, and you can see there's some old brick remnants, and I'm like 90% sure that this is where the original house on this property was, and it mysteriously burnt down in the 1940s. And a black family, not saying anything, that's just very suspicious, especially 40s black people. Obviously racism was still a huge thing back then. So not sure if it was intentional that someone burnt their house down or if it was really accidental. Look, you can actually see an old board from the house right here, still in the ground. There's really not much. I mean, I found some random artifacts. I did find a compact from the 1920s. 1925 was when the compact came out. I made a separate video short on that, so if you haven't watched that, go check that out because that was pretty cool. I found a bunch of old bottles, perfume bottles, beer bottles, etc. So definitely some, I mean, look, it just looks like ash. I mean, very clearly ash, although there's tons of modern glass up here too. So anyways, like I said, I'm up here to cut wood. Dead tree there, dead tree there. I'm gonna start piling it here so I can start to burn it off and clean up this whole area. Another dead tree down there, big standing dead tree. But yeah, that's the goal today, so that way I'm not wasting time waiting for everything to dry. Alright, well that was a fun little cutting session. Got 2 trees cut up. I guess 3 trees essentially. One of the ways we're actually planning on making money here, like straight out the gate, other than our campsites, is selling firewood. So anything that's, you know, thick and not rotted, stuff like this log, that log, you might have saw me tossing a couple others to the side, stuff like that, we're all gonna split and sell in a firewood stand that I'm gonna build pretty soon here. That's gonna sit at the front of our property. It's gonna be almost like a farm stand, but people will be able to come in and just buy wood on their own, put their money in, or use Venmo, PayPal, etc. Pay for the wood. Hopefully we've got some honest people around here. We'll give it a shot. Worst case scenario, we just put a firewood for sale sign, you know, up at the front of the property, and they have to call us or something like that. But that's definitely one way we're looking to start making money right out the gate. So I'm not just randomly burning tons of wood, although we've got years worth of dead wood on this property. I am saving a lot of the good pieces to ultimately sell for firewood. And just like that, well, not just like that, but yeah, how much stuff was in that damn trailer. It's a pretty massive pile. It's hard to believe that was all packed in there. It's because I used the Bobcat to smash it all down. So pretty good load for the first one. Back on the farm, and this is my second load of the day, or second pile I'm gonna load up. Not a massive pile. It's on this one, probably only a half a trailer, but kind of feeling a little beat down today, so lighter work day is probably not so bad. So anyways, gonna get this loaded up and get it over to the dump and figure out what the rest of my day brings. I said I wouldn't show you the dump, but here I am. Just want to show you that I'm not lying when I say that they have a big recycled pile, but I kind of question when the last time they recycled or made wood chips was, because this pile's probably goes 50 feet that way. It's massive, and it looks like there might be a bunch of trash in there, which there's not supposed to be any trash at all. But anyways, there's my pile contributing to hopefully wood chips eventually. Good morning, everybody. This is the end of our 2 weeks, and I just got a call. The shipping container is finally going to be here in about 3 or 4 minutes. So a little bit of a delay on that. We're expecting it 3 or 4 days ago, but we're still covered in snow and all kinds of stuff. So it's finally dry enough. They're coming all the way from Pueblo, which is an hour and a half or so from here. And I got a pretty decent deal. I think it was about $3,600. It's a pretty old container, like an ugly bluish color, but we're gonna paint it anyways. We're actually planning on painting a mural with our property, you know, name and all that stuff on the side, and then I'm actually gonna use it to build a barn off of right away too, on top of the storage. So $3,600, purchased, delivered, plus they welded on a lockbox around, you know, up top, so that way people can just cut the lock off really easily. So anyways, just waiting here for it to get here, and we'll see you in a minute. Alrighty guys, it's here. It's finally here, so I'm gonna pull in and get it set. There she is, our first big purchase, or I guess, yeah, really our first decent sized purchase for the property. Don't know if I like where it's at exactly, but a little bit of maneuvering with a skid steer next time I get it, and I think it'll be fine. But anyways, I guess I'm gonna wrap up this week's video here. Had a fairly productive week. Got our second campsite developed, got the road built out, probably another 200 plus feet. Took another load to the dump. Got a whole bunch more trees cut. So definitely a productive week. Obviously I've been here by myself all week. The missus went back home to El Paso to get back to work for a little while. So she won't be up here for a couple more weeks till early February. Yeah, early February. So she'll be on probably the couple videos from now. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching this one. We'll see you on the next one. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It really is going to help us build it out, this channel. We're looking to make it great and bring you guys along with us. So I'll see you the next time.